Now for the chart. You ready?
Okay.
You sell the house for $120,000.
Right.
You make a profit of $80,000. Capital gains tax presently is 28%. That's a tax of $22,400. Seems fair enough, right? Because you made a profit of $80,000.
Right.
But here's where the tricky stuff comes in. All of that increase is a result of inflation. It's not because you've made a huge profit on the house. And let me explain that. When you bought the house, your paycheck was $15,000. $15,000. Now, your paycheck is $45,000 because of the rate of inflation. You say, what's the matter with that? You're making a lot more money. Here's what's the matter with that. Your weekly budget has gone up from $200 when you bought the house to a budget of $600 now because of the rate of inflation. So the fact of the matter is that the gain on this house is strictly the result of inflation, and you're not really making any money. So the capital gains tax is designed to cut in half the amount of tax that you have to pay, or even more important, they're talking about something called indexing, which would eliminate the inflation from that, so you would not have to pay any taxes on the amount of the house that increased as a result of the rate of inflation. Have I still got you?
Yeah, you still got me. And the Republicans want to do this. They think it will overall have a very positive effect on the economy. And, of course, it follows their philosophy of tax cuts, correct?
They do, and that's very controversial because they say that none of this is going to increase the deficit, even though the government will collect less in taxes because it will stimulate the economy, because this also applies to things like stocks and bonds. It's not just houses. Most economists say that's a lot of baloney. It's not true.
Is increasing the deficit the main reason that Democrats have balked at the whole notion of a capital gains?
Yes, also because they perceive the capital gains tax cut as being something that favors the rich, people who own a lot of assets, stocks, and bonds. But it also applies to middle-class people who own homes, and probably if this is going to be applied to the middle class, the most effective thing that could be done would be indexing of inflation. In other words, take inflation out.
Right.
So you don't have to pay taxes on the increase in the value from $40,000 to $120,000.
Mike Jensen, thank you very much. I followed the whole thing, and I appreciate the show and tell.
Now we
Can I
have
take
cookies?
this home and turn it into a doll's house?
That one is yours because you're the star.
Okay.
I take this one home.
Thanks, Mike. Good to see you. And we'll be back with more of Today right after these messages.